You have been lied to, not just misled, betrayed. Your history books are stained with omissions, your conscience manipulated by those who profit from your ignorance. But today, we pull back the veil. Today, we expose the truth, brutal, unflinching, and undeniable. Because the greatest threat to freedom, to justice, to the survival of our civilization is not some vague extremism. It has a name. I call it Arabacy. Arabacy is the unholy union of Arab supremacy and radical Islam, a belief system that declares Arabs the master race of mankind, their language divine, their conquest sacred.
You were told the Crusades were unprovoked Christian aggression. A lie. The truth, for 500 years before the First Crusade, Arab armies had already butchered their way across 3 continents. Constantinople, the last Christian stronghold in the East, pleaded for help as Arab fleets choked its harbors. The Crusades were not an invasion. They were a counterattack, a desperate attempt to reclaim lands that had been Christian for centuries before the sword of Islam carved through them. Before Islam, Saudi Arabia and Yemen were home to thriving Jewish and Christian communities. Then came the order: expel the Jews and Christians from Arabia. And so they did, not with eviction notices, but with massacres. Entire villages wiped out. The survivors, enslaved or forced into humiliation under dhimmi status, paying tribute for the privilege of living as second-class citizens in their own homeland. They tell you Islam spread through trade and tolerance. Another lie. The truth, when Arab armies stormed Persia, they slaughtered entire cities. When they invaded Egypt, burned the Library of Alexandria, not once, but systematically, until nothing remained. When they reached Spain, they didn't just conquer, they erased Visigothic culture, replacing it with Arab rule.
This was not enlightenment. This was cultural genocide, and the pattern never changed. For 1400 years, the same script: conquer, enslave, Arabize.
The Ottomans. They took millions of European slaves. White Christian women and children sold in Middle Eastern markets. ISIS. They simply revived what had always been there. The Quranic command to take unbelievers as captives, to rape the women, to behead the men. This is not radical Islam. This is classical Islam. At the heart of Arabacy is a simple belief. Arabs are the chosen people. Their language is holy. Their blood is superior. And all others must submit or perish. The Quran declares Arabic the language of God. Hadiths proclaim Arabs the best of mankind. And Islamic law mandates that non-Arabs can never truly be equal unless they abandon their own culture, their own tongue, and become Arabized.
And when Muslim armies are weak, they lie. Islam permits deception, taqiyya. To advance its cause, temporary truces are signed, smiles are exchanged, but the war never ends. Because the goal remains the same: global domination. From the caliphates to the ayatollahs, the mission has not changed. Only the tactics. Some tried to break free. Gamal Abdel Nasser sought to replace Islam with Arab nationalism, but failed. Because Arabacy cannot be separated from Islam. The Ottomans diluted it with empire, but the poison remained. And now, with the rise of Iran's nuclear ambitions, with Hamas butchery celebrated in the streets, with Western leaders still bowing
To Qatar, the Muslim Brotherhood, We face the same old enemy, armed with new weapons. The question is no longer if, but when. When will the next October 7th happen? Arabacy must be exposed. Arabacy must be defeated, not with hate, but with truth. Not with blind rage, but with unshakable resolve. The storm is coming. The choice is yours. Will you stand? Or will you kneel? Or will you kneel?